Our home stretch is with a voice that carries heritage, passion, and pure gospel fire. Everyone calls him PSA Omooba. Please welcome with me, Prince Segun Adebayo. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you again. Well, he's a royal son from Ilesha in Osun State. And he's not just a singer, he's a musical storyteller. He's a worship leader with a deep, well of sound that draws from both tradition and truth. And there's something strange that I saw about this guy. He could undulate from Akbala to highlife to Afrobeat to jazz without respect, if I can use that term, to Fuji, to all kinds of things. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
It's good to have you in town.
Yeah, this is me.
Okay.
This is home.
Yeah, how's it been?
Yeah, we thank God. God has been so wonderful.
One of the questions a number of people that would want to ask you is, how is Nigerian music generally received in Europe, where you're based?
Yeah, I think African music is really doing well, especially Nigerian music. More this Afro beats, Afro
beats.
Pop now is really taking over all over the world.
Really?
Yeah, the likes of Davido, Whiskey, Burna Boy, they're really doing well, to be honest. You know, I don't go to pubs, I don't go to clubs, but at least I've heard that most of the pubs and clubs now, if they didn't play Afrobeat, then they've not even played any music.
Interesting.
So they're really doing well. So Afrobeat is doing well, especially Nigerian music. To be honest, in Africa now, Nigerian music is really doing well. The Afrobeat is doing well. That's even all over the world, so they're doing well.
Interesting. Would you say that we now have a challenge or a responsibility of sustaining this success?
That is it. Because even I noticed that some of them are deviating gradually. Because I wish they could have just stayed on that line. But most of them are trying to going a little bit more Western, which I don't think is encouraged. So just keep that line as the Afrobeat has to be what, because that is their identity. But I was told that probably maybe they want to sign them, the Oyibos want to sign them, and they still want to, Oyibos are good on that. The white people, they still want you to put their ideas, but they should have just stick on their own identity. So that was what really attracted them to, in the first place. To just keep that identity.
Well, doesn't that also raise the challenge of a national ethos in that line? That because what that suggests then is probably we don't have a national agenda, so to speak, in sustaining that musical identity. Yes,
Nigeria, exactly.
Yes. So, what do you think? There's anything that needs to be done in that regard?
Yeah, I think even the government needs to come in to really help. That should be like a ministry that has to do with that. We do entertainment, especially both music and movie, because they love our movie as well. But music in particular, there should be a ministry. Like in America, music really, they are really making money, the government is making money from entertainment. So why can't Nigeria just imbibe that? The government will make their money, and they should help them. Maybe probably it should be something like a festival every year, for, Afro music or Nigerian music. They can even bring the cultural music into it, the real local ones, to bring, so that people will come from all over the world to say, there's a festival in the UK called, I forgot the name of the festival. People come from all over the world for the festival. Something Brie festival in UK. People come from all over the world, walks of life all over the world. So there should be a program like that, sponsored by the government. And even if a talent is discovered, why don't you just see how they can just help them and then.
Thankfully, the Calabar Festival is also ramping up, because I understand from latest information says that the state government has already received about 71 invitation requests from several ambassadors from several countries. It's about 71 countries in of the world who are in Nigeria, they're already looking at being a part of the Calabar Festival this year.
Can you imagine? So in that case, I think that is where federal government should see that this thing will work. Why don't you just take it as a nation, as a government? Even there should be a ministry for that, and they will make money from it.
Well, we have a ministry around the creative economy.
But they're not really like, I know my people, they're not really, they didn't take it serious. Government will get money from it, and at the same time, they are promoting our culture.
Now, that's also speaking a lot, because you now, despite having been in the UK for quite a number of years now, your musical identity, you've kept it rooted in culture.
Exactly. I never deviate. I'm still me. Even I release singles there, and I still have my trace. But even there are some that have feel contemporary. Normally, my music has got contemporary feels, but I make sure I keep my roots. No matter how, I didn't allow even that environment to change who I am.
And why do you decide to maintain that? It's the West.
I think it's personal.
Okay.
I'm a typical African man to the core. Even if you take me to the moon, I'm still an African man. So I don't want to lose my roots. Okay. And this music is passion. It's not. I'm not doing music because of money only. I'm doing it because I love doing what what I love. The one thing about me is I want to be identified for what I don't like to copy people. So that is my genre, and I want to retain it.
So there is something that you do. I mean, we spoke about it earlier. You jump from one genre to the other, to Fuji, to Akpala, to Salsa, to Calypso, to all of them, all of it. How is that received? Maybe before you answer that one, how did you come about that idea? There are those who will say, maintain one. Let's do you for work. How did you come about that idea?
That is where uniqueness comes in. Okay. I believe in anything you're doing, nothing that somebody wants to do that another person have not done before. So you have to now sit down. How am I going to stand out? It's very, very important. Even though you may love to sing, you may love anything you do in life, you have to try to stand. I just try to stand out. That's number one. Number two, I discover if I do different genre. And remember, it's not that I play it in different tracks. They are like in a fusion. I can go like 15, 20 minutes doing that fusion together. It takes a lot of time for you to get them and blend them together. But one thing is not going to be boring. That's why my music, I see how people, that music I've released 20 years, 25 years ago, they tell me till today, it's still fresh. Because it's not going to be boring. You jump from one genre to the other, we call it fusion. So that's one of the reasons that, I just picked, that.
Now, tell us, I've seen the research, but I want to ask you to tell me yourself, how did you get to self-teach yourself how to play music?
I think it's inbuilt. When God gives you something, it's going to be very easy for you to...
I'm talking about the instruments. How did you...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's going to be very easy for you to learn it. Number one, I'm a church boy.
Okay.
I grew up from church. I could remember when I was very young, there's one keyboard, very small keyboard, they call it Casio. I don't know, maybe you remember. One
Definitely.
White.
Who will forget Casio?
Jesus Christ. That was where I started from. I just discovered I tried to save some money. It was so expensive. Then I saved money, and I bought that Casio, and I began to nobody taught me how to play it.
It came with preset music anyway.
Exactly. And there's one do, re, mi, fa, sol, maybe 2 octave, maybe 1 or 2 octave on it. So I just I begin to try and play it. Then when I was in primary school, we have a church choir, we have church group, so that too helps. So they have piano there, so I play with the piano. I have Casio, then I begin to play songs. From there, I just pick it up. Then from there, into the church. I'm in the church choir at a very young age. Then they used to then our organ is like a baby. They would lock it and they had the key somewhere. So I was watching our organist where he normally keeps the key. So when everybody have gone, I just sneaked in our long vacation. I will open the organ, then I begin to, I have Casio at home, then I begin to try it. Within a month, during our long vacation, I can play anything on the piano, on the organ. So that I just catched it. So I'm a self-taught. Even people that I remember in Poly, but people come from their music department. They come even to me to put them through some stuff on the keyboard. So it's just God.
I hope you didn't spoil that church organ.
No, God really helped me. Otherwise, I would have entered soup because they will roast me alive.
Okay, now.
I'm sorry, I eventually become the organist of the church.
Oh, okay.
Because the guy that was playing it traveled to UK then, because they are British born, so they moved and nobody to play. So I said, okay, God don't catch you now. So wait till they happen. I said, I can play it. They are not jump. They just open their mouth when I begin to play. So
okay.
Thank God.
Now, how did your parents receive the fact that you wanted to focus on music?
My mom especially, because I lost my dad a long time ago. My mom didn't like it at all. We really fought. It was a serious matter, but she's a praying mom. So at a point, she just accepted. So she just one day, I was praying as well that God should just touch this woman. This is what I love to do. This is me. I'm a brilliant student. Everything you want, I will do it. I will give you a good result. But I want to sing for the Lord. But maybe he prayed. One day she just came to me. What do you want? Tell me the instrument. She gave me money and he bought a complete instrument for me.
Wow.
The best of the Yamaha keyboard then I remember then. Bought it. I bought some speakers. And she just prayed for me. And to the glory of God, when I released, I think you remember Millennium Glory.
Yes.
When I released Millennium Glory, and it was palm all over the world, everywhere in Ibadan, Millennium Glory. That was now she said, oh, truly. And when they play it on the radio, she would say, that's my song. So thank God.
So it's been how many years now that you've been doing this?
If I have to count,
don't count the time that you were playing with Casio.
Going professional,
Yes.
more professional. Should be over 30 years.
Wow.
35 years. Because before I travel, I've traveled out now, it's going to about 22 years now.
Okay.
So you're talking about 30 years or more now that I've go professional as a gospel artist.
Now, so we have a few minutes to go.
Okay.
What are you doing now, and what next are we to expect in the evolution of Prince Segun Adebayo?
To start with, remember it's been a while. One thing about me, I don't just release music. I don't just release. People will like, you didn't release all this. I've been releasing some singles, but when I want to do a proper album, I take my time. That's why my music is like eternity. People keep listening to it, and then so basically I'm working on a music now. I've been on that project for many years, and it's a lovely music. So I'm working on it. It's one of my reasons of coming to Nigeria to do the lead vocals, and then we'll mix it and release it back. So very soon you're gonna hear from me. You hear my new albums, and they are fantastic. And secondly, things has changed now. We now do live videos, audio. So I've booked a session for that. So by the grace of God, next week, in one of the big studios in Lagos, I'm going to have a recording. That one is going to be out soon. But very soon, I'm going to release that full album. And then I'll do the video as well.
One of the things that a number of people will be looking out for in the music industry, particularly in gospel music, is mentorship. So that we can raise full-grown, mature gospel musicians, so they can take over from
generation.
you. Yes, the next generation, thank you. So do you have any plans around that?
Yeah, already I have, artists that I'm mentoring.
Okay.
Some came to me, thank God for online. There are people that messaged me through online. They saw me, and I have many of them that said, through my music, that my music mentored them to be a musician. And they're doing well in Nigeria now. And that really, even if that's only achievement, I think I'm happy. So I have many artists that I'm mentoring. When they have any issue, they still come back to me. And by the grace of God, I may be pumping in once in a while to organize workshop, and then help gospel artists. free of charge.
Well, the least we can say is well done, and good luck in everything that you do.
Amen. All
Thank you
glory
so
to God.
much. Yes, thank you so much for your time this
Thank you,
morning.
sir.
Prince Segun Adebayo, a distinguished Nigerian gospel musician,
Thank you.
known for his rich, culturally infused praise style. Appreciate your time again this
Thank you
morning.
very much, sir.